The Mets in 10 innings defeated the Nationals 2-1 last night. In so doing, with Atlanta's loss to the Dodgers, moved into the third and final wild card spot in the National League, as there are 12 games remaining, including this one, and they are one game up on the Braves. Tyler McGill comes off of an outstanding outing, his last time out for the Mets. Keith?
Yeah, McGill was spectacular in Toronto and went 6 scoreless innings, struck out 9 in just 88 pitches, and the kicker was not the beginning of the game or the tone that he set, but the way that he finished. And he retired the last 16 batters that he faced.
C.J. Abrams ready to stand in. As Dave said, having missed the last 4 games, hitting at .239 for the year. 27 doubles, 6 triples, tied for 5th most in the National League in 3 base hits.
Abrams cracks one out to left center. Welcome back, C.J. It's going to drop in. And in 3 career at-bats, that's his first knock against McGill. All right, James Wood.
Birthday boy.
Maybe he'll give us a present for his birthday here.
0-2 the pitch. Check swing in for a strike throw to first, not in time, as the throw by Alvarez behind the runner fails to get Abrams, but Wood hauled out on strikes, and that's the first out here in the top of the first inning.
Here's Jose Tena.
Tena pops one up into shallow left center. Should be easy for Taylor, and he puts it away, 2 down.
Here's Juan Yepes. Got things going last night with that 4th inning leadoff double.
Little roller towards first. Diving stop by Alonso on the grass. Tosses to McGill, covering in time. Side retired. Nicely done by Alonso. McGill broke immediately to first, and the Nationals are done in the first.
And Mitchell Parker takes the mound. 24-year-old from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and a 1st-round pick or 5th-round pick of the Nationals in 2020.
Iglesias on a 10-game hitting streak. He went 2 for 4 in last night's game.
Hard hit. Right there to an E is Luis Garcia Jr.
So here's Marte off his game-winning hit last night. He lines one into center field, and that's going to drop in front of Young for a base hit. That gives Starling 4 hits in his last 5 at-bats. And boy, if he can get hot down the stretch, what a boon that would be for the Mets. 1 out and 1 on. Alonso, 6 hits in his last 15 at-bats. Not hitting for much power lately, though, other than his home run against position player Cody Clemens in Philadelphia.
Not too deep in right center. And Dylan Cruz with the ball moving back toward him. 2 outs.
Mark Vientos, the batter. Mark's starting to struggle at the plate now. 0 for his last 10, and it's a little deeper than that. Vientos 3 for his last 34. See if he's got the green light. 3-0.
Vientos swinging 3-0, flies one out to left. Wood should have room on the warning track. Ball carrying when he catches it a step from the fence to retire the side. Ball almost carried out of here. No score after 1.
1 out, top second. Keibert Ruiz, the switch hitting catcher, coming up.
That's dribbled in front of the plate. Easy play for Alvarez. Takes his time, throws him out, 2 away.
That'll bring up Dylan Cruz, the right fielder.
Wow, there's a good lesson in how to go the other way. Cruz definitely thinking a couple. Marte has 6 assists. There's his great arm, but the hitter too quick. And Dylan Cruz into second base with his 4th big league double.
It's now Joey Gallo bats in the 8th spot, hitting .155, 7 doubles.
And he struck him out. McGill makes quick work of Gallo. No score in the 2nd.
Taylor 1 for 3 last night, as he led off the 8th with a double and came around to score the tying run on the Iglesias hit.
And he lines one into left field for a base hit. So Tyrone Taylor continues to get opportunities, and he continues to produce. Here's J.D. Martinez trying to fight through one of the worst slumps of his career. He's hitless in his last 20 at-bats.
2-2 the count. The pitch. Fastball in there. Strike 3 called. And Martinez looks at strike 3.
Number 7 hitter, their catcher, Francisco Alvarez. 2 hops to third. Quick turn. Nice pick by Gallo. Tena, Garcia, and Joey on the 5-4-3.
That's a leadoff walk to the Nationals' top base stealer, Jacob Young. So here is Abrams.
Short lead for Young, and Abrams with a check swing grounder to third. Vientos goes to second, and it goes off the knee of Acuna, bounces away, and on to third goes Young.
It should have been caught. The throw's low, but it's not in the dirt.
He just missed it.
Yep. So 1st and 3rd, no outs. That'll be an error on Vientos with the low throw, and here's James Wood.
CJ holding There's no way they're going to complete that throw. So James Wood will get a birthday RBI, his 37th, Young scoring. So at least with that ground ball, not a double play. The Nats take advantage and take the early lead.
The second walk of the inning for McGill. That'll bring up the dangerous Luis Garcia with 2 men on, and that'll bring Jeremy Hefner out of the dugout to talk to McGill. And he struck him out, went away with the fastball, and got the strikeout to limit the damage. And Bader's on with a leadoff walk.
So Acuna, who just made a fairly costly error in the top of this inning, has a chance to do something here. His first at bat of the night, batting right-handed.
That's laced to left center field. That's going to go up the gap and all the way to the wall. Bader to third. He'll get a wave home and he'll score easily. It's an RBI double for Luis Angel Acuna. His first major league extra base hit. His first major league run batted in, and it ties the game at 1.
After committing an error that leads to a Nationals run, he's tied the game with a double up the gap in left center in the bottom of the third.
Well, that's impressive for a young player there.
Iglesias grounded out to second base his first time up. Iglesias grounds one to the right side. Gallo down to his knees, but the pitcher didn't cover, and then Gallo loses the ball. Well, Iglesias was going to beat it out even if Gallo had held on to it, because the pitcher Parker never got off the mound. That'll be an infield hit for Iglesias, and the Mets have first and third and nobody out. Not running this time, and it's up and in for ball 4, and the bases are loaded.
Well, they can certainly have a rally inning and make Parker unravel here.
Frankly, they need to.
Alonso the batter, bases juice, nobody out. Pitch.
And little bloop. That's in the shallow right, and it falls fair for a base hit. Acuna is in. Iglesias will score. On the third goes Marte. Pete Alonso with a little duck snort to drive in 2, and it's 3-1 New York. Well, sometimes it's not how hard you hit him, it's where you hit him.
Gets jammed inside. Pete never really alters his swing. He doesn't go inside out, but he got jammed big time. And this is one of those snowball innings.
And now Vientos flies one to left. That'll get a run in. Marte tagging at third. Wood moves back to make the catch. Marte comes home. The throw goes to second. That's the 4th run of the inning. Vientos with his 63rd RBI, and it's 4-1 New York.
Mets up 4-1 on Washington. Parker facing Alvarez.
Alvarez crushes one deep left field. Forget that. That's out of here. Francisco Alvarez puts one in orbit. His 9th home run of the year, and it's 5-1 New York. That got out in a heartbeat. Just a reminder of how he can mash. 25 home runs last year, only 9 this year, but it's in there.
Mets seem to have the measure of Parker, and there you just tease off on this one.
2-2 coming, and Pete takes one the other way to right. Cruz going back, it's over his head and off the wall. Alonso on his way to second. Cruz fires it in, not in time, and Alonso has an opposite field double.
And that's Pete's 31st 2-base hit of the year. The Mets have a man in scoring position to begin this inning. He only missed a home run by a couple of feet.
Tyrone Taylor's 1 for 2 tonight. And he pulls one down the left field line. That's going to go into the corner. Alonso will come around to score. Taylor digs for second. And the Mets increase their lead on a double by Tyrone Taylor. It's 6-1 New York. Taylor stealing third. The throw by Ruiz. Not in time. Tyrone Taylor with his 10th stolen base of the year gets to third with 1 out. And JD hits one down to first. The runner will hold. Gallo makes the play. 2 down.
Alvarez extending. Good pitch by Eduardo Salazar. But an Alonso double and one by Tyrone Taylor puts New York on top by 5.
And Iglesias has his 3rd hit of the game. First and second, 1 out for Starling Marte.
Fly ball down the right field line by Marte. Back toward the corner. Cruz goes into foul ground and makes the catch against the sidewall. Nice play by Cruz. And Acuna tags and goes to third.
So runners first and third for Pete Alonso.
And he rockets this one out to left field. Back goes Wood. Back to the wall. And it's out of here. Pete Alonso puts the hammer down with a 3-run homer. Number 33 for Alonso. A 5 RBI night for Pete, and it's 9-1 New York. That wasn't quiet.
If he can turn on the Jets in the final 12 games of this run to the postseason, what a lift. This is a big night for him.
So one out. Here's Acuna, who's had 3 good at bats tonight. A single, a double, and a line out to center field. He's driven in a run. He scored a run in just his 2nd big league start. He's a 400 hitter.
He drives this one deep left field toward the wall. It's out of here. Luis Acuna with his first major league home run. What a night for Luis Angel Acuna. A single, a double, and now his first home run. 10-1 New York.
First start at Citi Field, and he has made it a shining one. Filling in for Francisco Lindor at shortstop, and he has had himself an enormous night. And Young skies one to center. Bader eases back. He's there, and the ball game is over. Mets are now 2 games in front of the Braves for the final wild card spot with just 11 to play as they defeat the Nationals handily tonight 10-1.